Aren't you tired of opportunities passing you by every single day? What if I tell you the secret to attract everything you've ever wanted lies within the stories that you tell yourself? All men are fill in the blank. Money is like fill in the blank. Money is the root of all fill in the blank. All women are fill in the blank. Today we are not just going to rewrite your story to meet expectations. You and I are going to shatter them and create something extraordinary. So stick around to the very end to find out my single and best technique to change your life. Hello, my name is Mariam Davoudi. I'm a medical student in Shahid University in Iran, and I'm going to be a medical doctor very soon. I talk about success, money, motivation, my stories, my experiences in this channel. So let's start today's video. So I have a lot of calls with my clients, with people, with my friends, and they are just like, my self-concept is perfect. I am the prize, I am a catch, I am the best of the best. Anyone would be lucky to have me. And then when we dig a little bit deeper, and there are stories that have been built upon since childhood. Stories about men and how all men are trash, about how all women are gold diggers, about how money is always hard to make. These stories have been built upon over time. And what have we done? We've gone around and found friends that also provide even more evidence for this belief that we have since childhood. So when you are sat around in the group of your friends talking about how all men are trash, how all women are gold diggers, how money is hard to make, you are literally manifesting. That's what you are doing. You're sat there and collectively manifesting with all of your friends, and you are creating these empowering beliefs with the compound effect by talking and thinking and feeling about all of these negative things. And what happens? You meet a guy that ends up being a trash. You ends up meeting a woman that is gold digger, that is waiting for your money. You meet opportunities, but they don't just come through. This is what we are doing when we sat around with our friends and talking about negative things, the things that we don't want to happen for us. Because the more that you see it and dwelling upon what you don't want to happen, the more it will come to your life. The other day I was talking on the phone with one of my friends, and she started to work on his mind and self-concept, and she was feeling amazing. And you will feel amazing when you do the work consistently through days, weeks, months. She was like, oh, I'm feeling amazing, but what should I do about all the negative people that are around me? And this is what we do. When you decide to choose to change, when you decide to think different thoughts, when you decide to put in the work, you notice how negative everyone is around you. But here's the thing, you were once that negative. And so what I did when I started doing my affirmations, journaling, meditation, I looked around my families and I was like, what's wrong with all of you? I was on my high horse and I was like, why are you thinking like this? And that's the worst thing that you can do, because 24 hours ago you were just like them. So the best thing to do in that situation is to take control of the conversation and completely redirect it. And most of my friends know to never use that bad words. We sit around and talking about how rich we are extremely successful, and everything we touch turns to gold. So you either redirect the conversation and you will be the change, or you can use that time when everyone is negative around you and say affirmations in your mind. How successful you are, how everything always work out for you, how you can easily make money, and you can just smile outside and do not engage in that conversation. Do not even try to tell them how to think because you're just learning how to think yourself. Do not even try to change them. You just need to start seeing yourself as the change. You should become the change, and eventually everyone around you will change. So this is what I began to do when I started rewriting my story to become more receptive to love. And this is definitely a work in progress. I'm not the finished product, nor do I claim to be ever. I'm not a therapist. I'm not any of that. I'm still learning how to be receptive to love, how to give love properly and healthy, and how to do all of those things that we talk about in this channel. And it's a work in process. And so here's what I did to give myself lots of love. You wanna get a journal, a brand new journal, and you wanna pick the one thing that it is that you are drawing more in of. So maybe it's love, maybe it's money, maybe it's having more boundaries, maybe it's more business opportunities, and you want to become so familiar with what it is that you are drawing in through repetition. And I found journaling one of the most transformative ways to change your life. And we are not journaling about today, oh, I went to gym, I made some coffee. No, we are not doing that. We are journaling as if what we want has already happened. And I would write things like, I'm so grateful that all of the money that I want comes to me. I'm so grateful that the love comes to me. I'm so receptive to all the love that's around me. Love envelops me now, and it's so familiar with me. So normal for me to experience love. We are normalizing the abnormal. If you are not having enough money in your life, then we are normalizing tons of cash in our lives. We are not having enough love in our lives, then we are normalizing lots of love in our lives. We want to become so familiar, and we do this through repetition. You're journaling every single day like your life depends on it, and familiarizing yourself with all the ways that things that you want can come to your life. We don't say how it will come into our lives. We just familiarizing ourselves to that thing that we want through repetition, and create new empowering stories and assumptions. Like when everything is going well, better things is on the way. Comment down below. When everything is going well, it's a sign that better things are on the way. That's another powerful assumption that needs to ingrain into us, because most of the time when everything is going well, people are like, just when will things mess up, when bad things are coming to me? No, when everything is going good, better things are on the way. You cannot fail with a mindset like that. So when you are journaling, use all of those sentences that we talk about how money finds you, how love finds you. I'm so grateful for all the love in my life. I'm so grateful for being able to give and receive love. And one thing about journaling is, when you are journaling, the only thing that you can focus on is what you are writing. And that's why it's so powerful, because we are consciously focusing and manifesting what we want. And then our brain gets ideas and images about what we want. We start to see scenes, and we start to be familiar with all that love. We start to feel deserving about all this love. This is how powerful journaling is. I hope this video was useful for you. See you in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.